forecast.
After the rain, a little bit of clearing here this evening. That was the scene captured by Kenneth Johnston at Afton as the clouds are trying to thin out. We've actually had a little bit more cloud cover build back in, but overall we'll start to see more in the way of clearing. Yes, a beneficial rain. Of course, a day of big changes. We started the morning on mild levels with temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s. 60 was the high shortly before 1 p.m. this afternoon. Right now 43. We have winds that are generally out of the west and northwest. The air mass is drying out, and we had just over an inch and a tenth at the airport. 37 right now at the Valley Airport in Weir's Cave. 58 earlier this morning. Winds still gusting over 20 miles an hour, and that wind will persist here tonight, so numbers won't crash, but it'll still be a cold overnight with the wind chills and such. So we've got upper 30s. Mountain locations are in the 20s. Some low 40s here from Palmyra to Louisa, but you factor in a little bit of wind, and it feels like it's in the 20s and 30s at this hour. So the wind will still persist. I mean, we've been behind the front here since this afternoon. Those gusts over 20, 30 miles an hour. Roanoke reporting a 43 mile per hour gust. Until 9 o'clock, we have a wind advisory for the Blue Ridge Mountains. So do be mindful if you're crossing the higher terrain of the Blue Ridge on 64, 250, or Route 33. Beneficial rain, yes, since late last night and through today, then tapering off this afternoon. Many locations picking up a solid inch, some locations nearing 2, so that's all beneficial. Of course, the back edge of that rain now exiting portions of east of I-95, still wet along the coast, but the front is through, the wind is picked up, and now the colder air continues to arrive, and that's the next big thing, that the colder air is here. It'll be with us tonight and into the late week and even the start of the weekend, although it'll modify a bit, but certainly we're back to a winter-like pattern at play. So temperatures overnight, upper 20s and low 30s, but you factor in the wind, it'll feel like it's in the teens. And there's a look at some of the wind speeds tomorrow morning. So we have gusts that are still over 15, 20 miles an hour. So while daytime highs will climb into the low and mid 40s, dress in layers, because if you're outdoors, it's going to feel like it's in the 20s and 30s throughout the course of Thursday. So chillier temperatures, colder mornings, but dry conditions. As we roll into the weekend now, more clouds will gather, and our next rain chance looks to arrive on Sunday. We'll still have to watch the timing of that, but right now it looks to be more in the way of midday afternoon rain, but temperatures will be stuck in the low 40s, so it'll be a chilly rain, but we'll watch the timing. So here's the latest system. Again, you can see the heavier rain sweeping up the eastern seaboard now. Most of this fell as rain. The backside of the system, a little bit of snow, and you can see the colder air back to the Ohio Valley, and that's where the big 24-hour temperature changes are. Of course, we're starting to experience that now. So the rain has exited. We'll start to see more in the way of clearing overnight. We start in the 20s and 30s in the morning, wind chills in the teens, daytime highs in the 40s, but it'll feel like it's in the 20s and 30s as mentioned. More in the way of widespread 20s to start Friday morning. Then Friday afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds. We're in the chilly mid 40s. Clearing tonight, brisk and cold, 20s and 30s as mentioned. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Colder through the weekend. Watch that rain chance here on Sunday, a little milder by the first part of next week.